is always a real popular room with our guests. This is the kitchen, which we've kept pretty much the way it was in my grandmother's day and my aunt and uncle's day that followed up after my grandmother. Come on into the kitchen, and we're real proud of this. This is my grandmother's wood stove, wood cook stove. It was always here when I was a kid, so I got to watch my aunt baking and cooking, making jams and jellies on it. It still works. Some brave souls fire it up and bake some bread or bake a pie or something like that, so it's still in good condition. It's a 1930s home comfort. And we've got a hanging chandelier-like place for hanging our pots and pans, so all the cooked stuff hangs there. And we don't have a dishwasher. We've kept with that vintage thing of doing dishes by hand in the sink, but we do have a nice convenient dish rack for putting the plates up right above the sink. We do have a telephone. This is not really an old phone, it's one of the newer models. It looks vintage, but you can make calls with, you have to use a card for long distance. It doesn't have long distance blocked, but you can use a paid card for that. This is actually another vintage stove. This is a 1940s model electric range, so it's kind of neat that it's vintage. One thing that's kind of cool about it, it has this thing that they used to put on the electric stoves many years ago. Deep dish cooker. There's a burner down there, nice for cooking a pot of soup or a pot of beans or something like that. Then we have, this is my grandmother's antique sideboard. It's here as well. We still store, we have lots of spices, sugar, salt, stuff like that. Usually most things that you need on the basic side you can find here. And there's pots and pans stored, and there's a lot of the things like plastic wrap and paper towels and stuff like that. You can't count on coffee and things like that being here. Bring the stuff that you want to eat and drink, but usually the accessories, the condiments you can find here. These are just some cupboards, and we have a modern refrigerator and freezer. No ice maker though. Sometimes people bring ice. The water here has a little bit of a mineral taste to it. Some people it bothers, some people it doesn't. And that's kind of, there were a lot of spas and things here in the old days, and the water had, that's what people came for, is the mineral water. So supposedly it had health benefits. That's never been proven, but at any rate, there is some mineral content to the water, so you might want to bring jugs of water if you object to that sort of thing. Okay, next.